you are doing well today. Welcome in. Today is Friday, January the 10th. I'm Central Standard Time in Kansas City, Missouri. It is 4:27 p.m. and I'm just getting on late today. I've just taken most of the day to meditate and just sit back, and anyway, maybe you have as well, I don't know, but anyway, happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff if you are returning. And if you are new, my name is Shannon Hensley. I'm glad to have you. I just do a different type of a work here, and it is a spiritual work that we do here on the self. I don't think that I'm anything. I just am a conduit to ask at the hand of the Creator who's running the universe. He'll speak for himself, and whatever he has to say, I'm here to say yes, sir, to the King. Okay, to the true King who lives forever. And anyway, it's different here. I will interject all kinds of things where the truth is concerned. So it's like a judgment type of a channel. We look at a lot of crime and stuff like that. And then there's a lot of spiritual crime that goes on as well. Not everybody's dealing with actually, going to jail or anything like that. But people are in energetic jails and stuff. So take the energy as it applies to you, and everybody has their own trials that they're going through in this life, and you'll be encouraged to get up and stand beside people. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, maybe you need somebody, and I'm your biggest cheerleader to pray that somebody will come along. I'm very sharp and straightforward. The Most High allowed me to feel energy, and I'll rebuke a thing right out of that space. You're gonna have to just learn me. It's just something that happens with me. Okay, if it rubs you the wrong way because there may be a conviction, conviction's great to know that your soul is still there. And as much as things are uncomfortable for us when we're in some type of friction on stuff that we need to look within and fix or accept things, it's a good thing to know that your soul is still inside yourself. The more that people have this energy of conviction and turn from that conviction, eventually a door will shut on you. People in general who turn from stuff, and they become seared, and then they become really demonic and crazy and hateful, and because it's pride that's chipping away at something that should be healed. A lot of people got a lot of ego in the way, and we've all kind of been there in our life for certain things, and it's just time to grow up now and be mature and accept truth and fact for what it is, instead of letting your life go by in this prideful, deceitful stuff and illusional state of mind that is wasting your time and other people, and then at the end of something you look back and go, I wish I would have just let it go, or I wish I would have just healed something. Then there's all this stupid regret, and you can't go back. You and I know we can't go back. The only thing is before us is what you choose to do with a step towards some type of a healing or successful thing or forgiveness or peace or whatever that is for you. But the fact of the matter is we do have low-down scoundrels that are backstabbing, that are in the earth, that's crazy, and God Almighty will cut those people out. They have become other people's testing, and hopefully you can push through the testing. We're all tested. And so anyway, this is the kind of stuff that my channels focus on. So I don't want to just turn on the camera and just read cards. This is about your life. This is about my life. This is about other people that you and I affect, that at the end of our life, we stand before our Maker, and God say, well, what did you do in that situation when other people are also watching your actions and stuff, especially people that are looking up to you, like kids or whatever, and because of pride either getting in the way and causing some stupid nonsense and another generation to grow up in some type of an error. We have to take accountability for stuff, and people's blood is literally going to be accounted to our actions. And I don't want to stand before God and know that I failed because of I'm just too prideful and what people think about me as well. I'm just going to sit up here and thinking that people think I'm something. That's craziness. I'll be the first person to say that's stupid, crazy, and immature, and you're of no freaking worth. And you will stand before the King of the universe who's giving you that breath, do something upright in it within a matter. God tells us to humble ourselves so that we'll be lifted up. And you lift yourself up, God will humble you and I real quick because he don't like that kind of stuff. So anyway, we're told to warn the wicked if they turn. And you've saved the soul, and you've also saved yourself as well for not having their blood on your hand. And if they don't want to turn, and you have warned, then their blood's on their own head. And if you had a chance to warn and you decide not to when they die because you didn't give them a chance to know what you knew, it destroys you in the end. That blood's on your hands. So that's what God Almighty tells us. So we got to keep each other accountable to stuff, folks. We do. So anyway, let's get started here. Oh, look at this kind of stuff I'm talking about. Directly, all these come out in the reverse. So for collective energy, there's somebody out here who's not fair, not kind, but they probably come across real kind, sweet, tell you whatever you want to hear, is the knight in shining armor. This is like a love bomber. It's somebody maybe doing somebody you think is so romantic. They're a love bomber. They're a liar. They're not fair. That this tells me there's a war here. 9 of Wands in the reverse is there's obviously some type of a war here. Somebody's trying to say, I want to put this conflict down. I don't know. Not with that Knight in the reverse. If you do, you do. I'll hit energies both ways, but these came out in the reverse. This is a message coming that cannot be trusted. It's around something physical. If this is like somebody's trying to offer some type of physical money or just something physical with the touch or just to try to do whatever, they're just saying what they want you to hear in a very emotional, physical type of a way. It's something wrong out here. There's the 3 of Cups also came out in the reverse. This has a meaning of a relationship problem. And somebody, I guess, is willing to sit out here and play stupid games. Strength card in the reverse. This is this no strength to do what's right, I guess. Somebody got pride out here, I guess. This can be, if that's a police officer, because it can be a police officer card, can be one of the meanings here. Then we have a maladministration, can be one of the meanings out here. Somebody could even be in a local bar. I had a bar come out today. This is in the reverse as a heavy drinker type of energy. We have a picture of a tavern here. It came out in wording today. So whatever this is, let's see, because they all come out that way. This is like gossipy public stuff. And again, there's no wish fulfillment here. This is overindulging nonsense out here. Something very much emotional is going on with all these cups that are coming out here attached to something going on. Something real wrong. 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands is out here. And when you get a couple of 9s like that, as we know, those of you who follow me, it's just been proven so many times, there's something about a death matter. I have had murder come out really strong the last couple of days. The mob has come out. The word murder came out real heavy last night when I was reading. It was coming out of my spirit, talking about it, and it jumped out of the deck in wording. And those 9s, when you get lots of 9s and stuff, or 9s come out, they can trace you back to a bloodshed. Okay, so there's something wrong here. There's something wrong here. At the bottom of the deck is another stupid idiot card. This is a rebellious. All my cards are upright, but that's obviously something's wrong out here. Somebody's willing to tell you whatever you want to hear. You're in the wrong. It's going to cost you. Somebody would have a lot of pride out here. Show me this Knight. Especially if somebody's not fair. I guess they think they're God of the world. Do what I want because I have a title. Ooh, your title. You're in the wrong. Somebody may be known publicly out here, and that's what gets to people. People know me. Or somebody don't want to face a death matter out here. That ain't gonna be for everybody, but somebody's stuck. So I'm looking at that night. This is stormy waters when it comes out. Somebody's in backwards organization with that 4 here. 4 goes to an organization as well. This is looking from every angle in a very creative way. Because something gossipy is here. And so if there is something gossipy around collective energy, because that's public stuff, a gossipy card, then this goes to your lymphatic system, but your lymphatic system is something that circulates. So this just tells me something's been circulated out here. Something's gossipy. This also shows, it came out in the reverse, but this also shows somebody listening. 8 wands, this is the 9 of wands, but 8 wands is a communication energy, and somebody's overhearing gossipy things being said here. Maybe about where somebody's going or did go. Somebody's eavesdropping here. If somebody is seeing something from a different perspective about these people, this person, or whatever this is about, then somebody's looking from every angle how to do something here if they do see something from someone in a different light because of something that's been said out here. Then somebody knows something out here. This is about being loyal somewhere. Show me the Hangman. So this is the 9th high arcana. So 9s are coming out here. This is somebody's a disguise. This is about going within and analyzing things. And somebody's forged something against another person out here as well. And so whatever that is for you. But the Hermit can be a gateway to the dead, can be one of the meanings. There could be medical situations going on. Malpractice situations could be going on out here as well. A judge that could represent a judge of any kind, but also can represent somebody's trying to catch somebody up in something. If somebody's investigated, then I guess they are. If somebody is fair out here, obviously, then they're playing a role, and somebody knows somebody's got gel on them for something, then somebody is trying to catch somebody up in something. If somebody knows they would go to jail and they are maladministration out here on something, then they're trying to be very clever because there's public things out here attached to something going on is what's showing. But this is really thinking, really going within. An older person could be out here attached to something as well. It's stormy out here. It's stormy out here. Somebody feeling very insecure. I guess somebody's feeling insecure out here. Show me the mind of the Hermit, please. So death. Okay, like I said, there is a death matter out here. There is some type of a death matter. It wants to jump over here on this page, this message. It can't be trusted. It could be a kid involved in something. I don't know. Otherwise, it's just a little communication, secrets, sex, money, property, taxes, FBI, CIA, all that stuff goes back to the 8th house. And so this is transformative stuff of somebody's trying to give a little communication backwards about something, and it's here, I guess, to get out of a jail situation or something like that. It's secretive. There is a spy out here. I'm just studying the cards real quick. There is a spy around something, checking something out. The Magician's underneath that spy, and then the 4 of Swords, death of a person, death of an idea, premeditation. This is my being underneath the knife as well. So if something did go down, whatever the deal is with the bar that came out in wording, something's happened at a bar, and somebody could have gotten a fight, bar fight. I don't know what this is about, but it's really come out. There's some death matter out here. So show me the communication directly that's coming, or that's going on in the right now, even if it's been given to somebody. Thank you. So the 9 of Pentacles could be, this about having high discernment, can represent somebody's money, inheritance, could be out here with the 9 of Pentacles. This is a work matter. It keeps coming out on the platform. Doesn't matter what deck I use. I pick up on somebody's job all the freaking time around something's happened on somebody's job, or the co-worker, the female co-worker came out yesterday directly, and then the word co-worker came out, whatever it maybe work for a bar, I don't really know. But work is here, and somebody's got segregated somewhere, because this is also about segregation here. Somebody segregated somebody, said whatever they wanted you to hear, or somebody wanted to hear in something, then they used somebody for their money, for some of you all, for some purpose out here. There's definitely money out here attached to something going on. Secret money, because that pentacle's in the reverse, and we're looking at that. Something about a relationship out here. There's a relationship problem out here. If this is a bribe, because we had that bribe come out in flattery yesterday, that somebody really had to use their intuition in a really big way and have some high discernment. This is about being prudent. Somebody's not. Something's around this money out here. Somebody acting. The star is out here. This is exposure as well. The sun is at the bottom of the deck. Show me what's hidden here, please. Let me take this old deck here. Show me what's hidden, please. So this is somebody speaking on your job, because I'm looking at that Page of Pentacles. It can't be trusted. And all these pentacles came out at, so it's either something about your coworker, or it's about the job, about the money, or take the money, or do something out here. It's secretive. And it can't be trusted. You're going to get yourself caught up in something. Somebody trying to catch somebody up in something out here. Show me what's hidden here, please. Okay. Hold on a minute, because am I going to take all these? No, I'm not going to take all these. It was half of the deck. I'll take these. So there's somebody's friends out here. This is about being beneficial. If you're a beneficial person and you're truthful, this tells me there's people around you that are not. I don't know what you're mixed up in, but there's somebody out here about being beneficial out here. Let's see what else came out. There's groups of people. So yesterday when I was reading, it really was strong. There was all kinds of court cards coming out everywhere. Back to back on my Instagram and my YouTube platform. You get a group of people, obviously, and again, the bar energy came out. So there's groups of people that are there overindulging, drinking, gossiping about things, whatever. There's conversations in the hidden space. And somebody's got something around a friend out here attached to something, or somebody may think that somebody's beneficial, but somebody's not. Somebody's telling you whatever you want to hear out here. Okay, we've got the scholar, so some type of a teacher, professor, or whatever. You interpret what the scholar represents for you. Okay, it could be a lawyer. You just like to read, study. There's some type of scholar out here. And we do have somebody crying. And this is about learning out of an experience as well. Or I guess it's also telling you you're going to have to learn out of something that's going on here. With the situation. Why is the crying here, please? Obviously, there's a death matter. Somebody cunning, a boss is out here. This is a merchant. This is a cunning individual that is out here. Okay, another authority figure, boss, teacher, property, as well with this card, parents with that card as well. So we do have authority out here, but again, the strength card is in the reverse. Strength card can represent having protection from outside things in the pictograph, passing from one space to the next, a doorway. Somebody could be listening at a doorway in some communication, or to have learned some information about something as well. Or somebody's using somebody's friend who's beneficial to get the information as well. It's also coming through. But that is also a maladministration card. And we definitely do have something wrong out here. We do have authority cards out here around something that is going on. This friend is in the hidden space amongst all these people talking, listening. If you're caught up in something, somebody's listening to some stuff. Show me more information. Or somebody's using somebody to do their listening for them, and somebody's beneficial, but they would be using you if you think somebody's your friend, is like, hey, can you listen in on something? They're caught up in something out here. So returning to source, there's a death matter out here. Whoever I'm talking to, there's death matters out here. Last 4 days. It's in the hidden space, because last night when the word murder came out, we were looking in the hidden, and the grave was there. There's a secret death somewhere, or somebody trying to get a secret death done, or something like that, or they did it, or whatever. If this is an investigation, then somebody's investigated for murder. There's a preacher coming out here. So if you're upright, then you're upright. They've died, they've died. If they're a wolf, they're a wolf. You can interpret that in both directions of whatever that is. Okay? As if a preacher returned to source and somebody's listening around for the information of what's going on something, there was drinking involved in something. I don't know what you interpret it. Soulmates. That was real strong the other day as well. Show me more information. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, folks. Social media. So there is something, somebody could have heard or read something on social media as well. So again, you interpret it. That's public stuff as well. The bottom of a deck, there's an I'm sorry. It's a lie. That page of not the page. Well, the page is in the reverse. That night, this is I'm sorry too in the deck. It's not. Somebody had an I'm sorry, but it was a lie. If they died, then there was a bribe around it. It's right here. No, well, some of y'all got somebody act like they got a crush on you, and it ain't. That's what this is. Hey, baby, it's a love bomber. I'm going to move you. I'm looking from every angle how to get this thing done, man, because I ain't going to jail type of energy. Somebody does something. Somebody jobs on the line for something's taking place. They think they play God on something, or they did. You ain't God. You're just not God. You could have went to college, or something could have happened in a room, or on college campus, on dorms, or that just you grew up with this person as well. We have a teacher energy, or the scholar is out here, so professor teacher energy is out here attached to something. Shelter issues are out here. Again, your room, a dorm, so something's out here with that. There's a government intelligence that is out here. And the word to see or to perceive, and this goes on to talk about to have the ability to see beyond this natural realm and to shoot light into the darkness to get some perception on something. That's that high discernment here. And somebody's got this communication coming, and you're going to have it. You're going to have it. And it's connected to working on something, or a co-worker, or something about work. You're going to have some knowledge about something here through some perception. If somebody come up in here and say, hey, baby, that ain't wisdom. Wisdom don't approach that way. Those of you who are smart and understand how we know about wisdom, have to have that perception, then you're gonna know. Your senses are going to kick in here. But this... wisdom's not sensual, but somebody's willing to be very sensual out here on something around death matter out here. There's a bunch of people involved in it. I guess there's a bunch of people involved in it. A bunch of people talking or no information. Somebody's around the corner listening to things in this matter. Catch 'em, Most High. Not going to get away with it. You will spend time in jail. God will make sure. There's credit card fraud going on. Okay, well, there's money out here attached to some stuff. I don't even want to understand why people think that they could do some stuff like that. I just really don't think so. I really don't. It says that, keep far from the false matter, and somebody's coming with some communication. As soon as something is crazy, you're out. Okay? Or God said you sit there and listen, get the information, you go to somebody who's got some authority to take somebody out. We don't want these people on our earth, folks. I don't care who they are. There's crime out here. It says, and the innocent and the righteous slay them not. So we have preacher energy out here. If they're upright, then they're righteous before God, and somebody's trying to touch somebody who belongs to God, you're in big trouble with God. God will slay you. If you already touched somebody who belonged to God and they died, you're in big trouble. Because God says right here, I will not justify the wicked. He's calling you wicked. Somebody's wicked. They did something with money with the person. Maybe they got mugged, then died, took somebody's information. Now there's credit card fraud. I mean, scenarios can go very many directions. But anyway, there's a Democrat. Somebody's a Democrat out here. That's out here. That just wanted to literally just jump out of this deck here. So it's very important, I guess. I mean, we have government intelligence out here in wording as well. So whatever. It says somebody is sick of somebody that's always just hanging around. It's right here. It's that hangman energy. It came out on that little Knight of Cups. The same energy came out 2 days ago in a different deck. It says somebody was sick of somebody hanging around, and it's because they involved in something. I guess somebody's being clingy. That's like some type of I need some type of security here because I can't let nobody know that I'm caught up in something. That's what's out here, I guess, with that energy. Somebody just hanging around. They got some hide, folks. You need to have a conversation with them. There's a giant out here. Somebody could play for the Giants. So there's a giant issue out here. Don't think Giants don't exist today because they really do. Anyway, we got flowers. Look, that friend out here got flowers in their hands in the hidden space. That's incredible. Maybe somebody's received flowers today. Flowers are out here for big, that's huge that it's showing up out here. Some type of connection to something going on out here. That's flattery. That's flattery with that in the reverse that way. Somebody trying to flatter somebody out here with something. There's a bribe out here, folks. And the word flattery came out yesterday, but this bribe out here in wording. And somebody's trying to flatter somebody to get what they want because there's death matter out here. God's warning whoever this wicked person is, you're not going to get off of this thing. He's not going to justify you. I know I'm talking to the person because I keep picking up on the energy. You're going to jail, and God calls you wicked, and you're judged. Understand? You're a murderer. I know that I'm talking to you because I feel it. I feel it, and you're going to pay for this. Every person involved in it. There ain't no way I can keep picking up on this stuff day after day. You're a freaking murderer. You'll be executed at the end of this nonsense. There's a fallen worker of iniquity that will never rise because they're wicked. Somebody's freaking wicked out here. You gone. Person's gone. There's a dangerous person around some people. Here it is. There is, it came out yesterday on this platform. God was yanking up somebody in a leadership. The same card jumps out of this deck. So if you missed that being weighed in the balance reading yesterday, it was extremely profound. Same scripture came out to whoever this maladministration. We have the authority here. Look, there's the prison right there underneath that. Okay, well, there ain't no chance for this person. This person's cursed. A bribe comes with the curse. It blinds you, and it perverts you, and it curses you. These flowers are crazy. Meeny, meeny, tickle you foreseen. It's the handwriting on the wall on the prophecy in the book of Daniel. And they were all having a party in that prophecy and drinking from the vessels that belong to the Most High God. I just think God is so profound to even just bring certain things, just to bring the connection to a confirmation of what he's saying on somebody who's, they're fallen and they can't ever get up. God's got your number, man. It says God has numbered thy kingdom and he's finished it. Again, timing keeps coming out. And somebody's trying to rush against time with this matter the last 4 days, because I just talked about it on my other platform earlier when I was reading, and the time clock came out, and then a date came out in wording as well. And somebody's trying to do something. They're racing against this. Once this time is done, that's it on this individual. And God's got this person. Whether they go to physical jail or not, they go into hell jail. And I know here in America, there's government changes on the calendar here this month, and that's it. And anyway, we are switching from Democrat to Republican. So God, and look, it's coming out on blue paper as well. I just know it now. Notice that. And I mean, it's just a color, but it's just confirming something. Okay, we love all the colors and stuff like that. I'm realizing that I have red on today as well. Anyway, we'll just let God speak on. And anyway, this is huge. So whoever God's talking to, the government intelligence is out here attached to some things. Whoever you are, if you're upright, you're upright. If you're not, somebody's not. That's it. Your days are numbered out here, God says. He's God, Elohim, has numbered thy kingdom and has finished it, it says. You're weighed in the balance and you're found wanting, because somebody's a worker of iniquity out here. It says thy kingdom is divided. And it states here that when this prophecy that Daniel gave to that king and all their little party there, hey, they were slain that very same night. So this is huge business out here. So we got returning to source. And so somebody trying to get out of something or do something in a foul way. No, I don't know what you think you're trying to do, but God's gonna get the last say. This is serious, what God's bringing out, folks. It's serious how you and I show up in the earth. It's serious you don't have a right to go give a bribe on somebody's life. It's serious for you to keep your freaking hands to yourself. It's serious how you respect somebody in the earth. God don't put up with wickedness. He said, I am not going to justify the wicked. Your flowers do nothing. They're crazy. They don't smell good or nothing. They smell like excrement because he brought the word poop out today. People better really figure out what you are in this earth, because this is a time where the wicked's being removed. We don't want crime in our land. Look what's going on in California, because it was really being touched yesterday when this came out. This is very serious here. It's very serious what I'm feeling here. All right, wow. God just makes me tremble. God makes me tremble. Tell the truth. Respect people. Make things right. You pursue the peace. Because if you can't, you're out of here. Off with the head with God, because he ain't putting up with it no more, folks. There's judgments in the earth coming. Real hard judgments. Just like that. God says suddenly yesterday was the word. And most of the time with the word suddenly with God, it's in a negative sense, because he's going to flip somebody's world upside down just suddenly, because they ain't wise what they've done out here. If you're being approached, somebody's like, hey, take this bribe or whatever, suddenly your life's going to just be completely turned upside down. You're going to be a wicked person. You're going to be judged for eternity. It's 70, 80 years in this life is nothing compared to eternity once you leave this realm. We know, if you're brand spanking new, I can prove hell to you in this realm. Paranormal behavior are people that once lived in this realm at one time, and they got seared from God, and now they're in that holding place in that dimension for the day of their destruction. We're not to mess with those entities, but a lot of people talk to them and conjure them up and stuff, and you don't realize what a damnation that is. God said you don't touch those things, but they're all over the place now in the earth. People using demonic black magic and stuff like that, and it brings damnation in our land, and it's crazy stuff going on. This is really heavy energy, but God's trying to prove his point to somebody. Somebody's headship is that's done. It's done. That's it. Huge. All right, this is what come out. If anybody's able to help in any way, shape, or form, I still have an emergency. I'm trying to raise a couple $1,000s to get my vehicle fixed, and I'm also under a time frame as well. And if you are able to be of service, my information is down below. May God bless you. Shalom. Stay in peace.